Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Kay-otic Tea back with another video, you guys. And today we are going to be doing a little recap, little review, little commentary on Bad Bitches Only Season 2, Episode 5, you guys. So yes, you guys know I watch it in real time. So I'm going to be watching it with you. Okay, and y'all know I analyze these fights down to the ground. However, BBO really ain't on that like that. So it's not going to be super duper detailed because, child, ain't no skills involved in these little fights they be having. It just be little scuffles, y'all, little cat fights, little round. But today I see that my girl Pretty P about to get in the field, so I'm definitely ready for that. And eventually, hopefully, Caribbean let that dog out because I'm trying to see that too. So let's go ahead and get into the episode, you guys. So it started off back where it left off. Tequila over here trying to eliminate herself, child. She ain't having it, and she walks off. And again, like I said in my last video, I can definitely understand why, because who is you to tell me anything, baby? If I think I'm that bitch, and you can't tell me nothing. So her friend, Dom, is trying to talk to her, trying to convince her not to do that, not to stay and all that kind of stuff. But the judges is acting like they really don't care. They're like, girl, that's why you're in this position anyway, child. Boop, bye, gotta go. So, you know, then they continue on with eliminations. They tell Bossy Cash that she's too quiet and she needs to pop her shit. And she like, I only been here half the day. And they like, yeah, so that's what we said, but you still ain't listening and you still need to pop your shit. And she like, oh, okay. I guess so then. And in her confessional, Bossy Cash is like, I really should have popped my shit right there, but I was trying to be humble because they had already told Tequila that she be doing too much, so I was trying not to do too much. But at the same time, y'all talking about y'all don't know me and I'm quiet and this and that. If you're production, you should know your cash. You should know exactly who I am. You should know exactly how I pop it already. And, you know, understand that I ain't been here the whole day, which I agree with, child. Like, what you mean? Oh, we don't know you. We don't know you. Girl, I've been here 7 minutes. So they basically tell Bossy Cash, like, if Tequila hadn't eliminated herself, you would have been the one to go. And I was just like, oh, the nerve. So then Tequila goes on her expected crash out. Everybody knew a crash out was coming. So she going through the house talking about she a bad bitch and she should have never been on elimination and blah, 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 and da-da-da. The child just going on and on. So another little fake crash out that I wasn't actually expecting is Dayla doll. Like, she started walking through the house talking about, I ain't go home, bitch. Fuck. Me. Like, talking to the air. And it's like, girl, why are you just randomly, who are you talking to? Because you only be talking to production. And if you're talking to production like that, like, I don't know, like, do you think they're gonna like that or think that's cool? Like, I don't know, you know, whatever. But if she want to pop into production, girl, you have at it. But it's just weird because she's not talking to anybody specifically. She's not saying no names. And even if she was, who could she be talking to? Like, nobody did nothing to her. So, you know, she just saying that she'll fight everybody and da-da-da. And production just told her, like, you don't have to fight to be a bad bitch. Like, it's not necessary. And it seems like she don't believe that. It seems like she thinks she needs to go fight. So Pretty P hears her going off and this and that, and she takes offense to it. But I'm of the mind, if you don't put a name on it, then I can't even care about what you're talking about. What they say, if it's not directed, I can't respect it. So, child, if it was me, I'd have been like, ooh, who's she talking to? I don't know, child. So basically, Pretty P is like, in the morning, I'm gonna need that. Then we got Big Lex, who last episode was trying to take LaRue's room and, you know, start shit about some room situation. And so today she talking about some, yeah, I'm about to fight for this room and whoopty whoop this because LaRue is back and she going up in there and she like, you know, this is my room, I want my room or whatever. So she doing all of this, popping it and talking about we gonna fight for the room. And then all of a sudden they show her getting her bags and going down to Tokyo's room to be in there with her. She's talking about some, oh, I'm just gonna give LaRue the room because she's crying about it and this and that. Like, Big Lex is going out bad, okay? Like, she's going out sad and bad. It's embarrassing. Like, you think you're more than you are. You think you got production power. You think you got power over the girls. You always think you're the baddest bitch, and nobody ever votes you the baddest bitch. Nobody ever says anything about you being the baddest bitch. You're always on the weak bitch team. I'm just confused on who she really be feeling like sometimes, because ain't nobody feeling like she is who she is. She the only one feeling like that. Ain't nobody else feeling like what she feeling like. So I just be trying to figure her out, child. So they all getting ready for the day and whatnot, and they start gathering, it looks like on the balcony or something, and they start asking questions about like, oh, who would you send home, who would you send home, that kind of stuff, talking about elimination from the night before. And they just basically saying like, Slim came, looking all cute and stuff, so we got to make sure tonight we look cute. Everybody want to get their cup first. So they end up asking Slim, like, who would she send home if it was up to her? And she basically said the girl that she fought, which was JG, and Doll, who I guess had made some comments about her. Earlier in that day, Doll had called Slim whack. So Doll gets to saying, oh, I would send you home, Slim, and this and that. And then JG like, well, I already whooped her, so I send her home too. And Slim like, you ain't whooped nothing. And girl, you didn't whoop nothing. Neither one of y'all whooped nothing. Like, it's nothing at all. So more girls come upstairs and they get to talking about who they would send home. So Heaven Marina ends up talking about how she thought it was crazy that Slim was saying that JG had switched up on Ghetto Barbie. And girl, I agree. I'm like, yeah, because y'all not friends. And she points that out, like, we all just met each other. Ain't nobody friends like that. Like, why would it really even matter who is switching up on who, talking to who, and all that kind of stuff? Like, it's not that deep yet at this point. So then JG and Slim start going back and forth about who be who and all this other kind of stuff. So they end up asking LaRue who she was sent home, and she's like, I was sent home Boston and Doll. And they like, Boston? Like, what? She like, my name ain't Boston, my name is Bossy, or whatever she says. And LaRue like, girl, my bad. Like, I didn't know. Like, I don't know your name. Sorry. And so Tokyo like, Boston, you getting a little spicy there. I guess, she took it like she had attitude or whatever. And she was just like, you need to watch your tone because you never know who you're talking to. LaRue's an OG. And Boston was like, child, they got me calling her Boston. Boston was like, well, she wasn't here. She don't know this and that. And Tokyo's like, well, she was here earlier in the day. She just left to go get her hair done. Like, whoopty whoop, trying to pop it to this girl. And I'm just like, look, because Bossy was like, yeah, she wasn't here. She shouldn't have said no name. And LaRue was like, well, it's money on the line, so I'm going to say a name. And I kind of agree with Bossy. Like, you wasn't here, so don't try to, like, throw somebody under the bus right now. Like, this, the producers aren't here or whatever, so why even speak on it unless it's actually something on the line? Y'all just having a conversation in the house and, it's not, there's no stakes to it. But, child, LaRue gonna speak her mind regardless of whatever, okay? So LaRue lets them know that they're gonna have another tea party this season like they did last season, child. And then Big Lex start talking about yeah, so go ahead and guys and keep mingling or whatever. And I'm like, girl, you are not the host. Like, LaRue is talking about a tea party that she finna host, letting the girls know that, if they have any tea about each other or about anything, that's what they're going to be talking about at the tea party. And then Lex just starts talking as if she's the one making the announcement and whatever. Like, she really just thinks she's bigger than the program, y'all. Like, and usually I like Lex. Like, she's funny most of the time and all that kind of stuff. But this season so far, it's giving bitter bitch. Like, it's not really giving bad bitch. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. So, child, still on Lex, she starts popping it in her confessionals about Legacy's outfit, talking about some, she got on these jean shorts and, she should be dressed more up for brunch because they getting ready to go have brunch or whatever. And she's like, you supposed to be putting that shit on, but you took that shit off. Matter of fact, take that shit off. And I will have to admit, I love my girl Legacy and all, but she is a little dressed down for brunch. If that's the bad bitches only aesthetic that they supposed to be going after, I'm just saying that's what they supposed to be doing. To me, her outfit is fine as far as just, being a regular outfit. It's just jean shorts and a little tank top and, whatever. But she's not giving like classy or like, grown woman shit. She's just giving like, I just got off Y&R and yeah, I'm hot and, I'm a hot little thot. So I don't know. But like I said, for me, it's whatever. But apparently they're supposed to be doing some certain type of look. And according to Legacy ain't doing it, but I think she looks fine. So, child, they up there on the rooftop getting ready to have a little brunch. And LaRue started playing with the Lord, talking about some, thank you, Lord, for making me the baddest bitch alive and all this and that. Girl, don't play with Jesus, okay? Don't play with Jesus. He gonna strike you down. And then guess who walks in, child? To Kayla. I'm ready to see what she about to do because, you know, she's like a little Tasmanian devil, but y'all about to start wrecking stuff. So, of course, she comes in on that, asking who needs that, who wants that, because after she get her hair done, she ain't doing that. So they're talking about who voted her as a bad bitch or a whack bitch and this and that. And they're just going back and forth about that, child. But luckily, nobody wants smoke with Kayla as of right now. All right. So they keep having this tired ass conversation about who would send who home. And it's just like, they're just doing that to cause drama. Like, it's dumb. So Kayla is like, I wouldn't send nobody home. But I would say that the girls need to pop it more because everybody is nice and they being too nice and we need some, you know, somebody to turn it up basically. So then, you know, Legacy starts saying, oh, I would want Dayla Dollar to go home because Slim told me that you was being weird about doing a confessional. And Slim is like, yeah, I was trying to do a confessional. She came in and was like, I'm doing a confessional and trying to, you know, like push up on Slim. And Slim like, I'm not giving Dayla that, like, just because she was on the chopping block to get ready to go home. Like, you're not about to try to use me as a storyline to get yourself, you know, in a better position with the producers so that you don't have to go home. And I respect Slim for that because I'm like, girl, what? I was the first one to get my little cup and my little fake money, and then you gonna try to come and start some problems with me, and it's like, for what? Because you're boring? Like, you know, get off of it. Like, stop it. So then at that point, child, Pretty P hops up because, again, she, the night before, was mad about Dayla saying that she would fight anybody and this and that, and she run around the house popping it. So it really was given, like, you know, the subject of Dayla came up and Pretty P was like, oh yeah, let me address this right now. So let's see what she about to do. Okay, so now I'm understanding what made Pretty P mad. She wasn't saying like, oh, I'll fight anybody, it's whatever. Dayla wasn't saying that. She said, I will fight anybody to not go home. I thought she was just running around popping it. I still think Pretty P should have let it go because it's like, whatever, girl, you didn't say my name, so I'm not really tripping. But she did make it a specific thing. Like, she was challenging the house. That's kind of how I feel about it. It wasn't like, I'm telling everybody I'm not a scary bitch and I'll fight whoever. It don't matter to me. She was more so saying like, I'll give it to any of you bitches just so I don't have to go home. And that's a little weird because, like, how we gonna be cool if you so we definitely can't be cool because you talking about you'll fight me so that you don't have to go home. And also, I don't like that. Like, you know, so I get it. And if I'm explaining it wrong, I understand because I don't have it completely in my head how to explain it. But y'all get what I'm saying. Hopefully y'all get what I'm saying. So Pretty P is just basically like, I didn't like that, what you was doing last night, your little fake crash out. So, do you want me to sock you now or later? So, oh girl, get up and she like, yeah, you know, in her confessional, she like, well, yeah, I said that. I said, you know, so now I got to stand on it. So, child, they get to squaring up. So y'all already know Pretty P coming up, tongue out like a bad kid. Like she like, like, yeah, what's up? So they square up. They get to fighting. And Pretty P beats her up for sure. But she did get one good hit on Pretty P. And I think that kind of activated Pretty P like, y'all just got like decked in the face. So let me go ahead and get this girl that work. And so LaRue in her confessionals is like, I heard that this is Dayla's first fight ever. And I'm like, girl, what? Like, why would you come on this show? Ain't never having a fight before. And then popping it the way you was popping it. But I think that's maybe how she was trying to boast herself up to like prepare herself for a fight because she ain't never fought. So she trying to like give herself some, you know, some word muscles. Like, yeah, if I say this enough times, then it's going to be true. And then I'm going to be strong enough to fight. You feel me? But I don't think that was really, I don't think it worked out for her. But I give her, you know, her credit for standing up and, you know, standing on business and standing on what she said. All right, so fight over, child, and Blue Face Barbie or whoever her name is, she's basically like, all right, I'm gonna give y'all these cards for this tea party. Y'all gotta write something messy on the card, some tea about somebody else or whatever. and I'm gonna collect them at the end of brunch to get ready for the tea party or whatever. And then they start asking Dayla how she feel about her fight and what she said and everything, and she was just like, I'm cool, I said what I said, so I had to stand on it. And Pretty P was just like also saying like, I was standing right there when she was talking all this shit, talking about I'll fight anybody, whoever, whatever, and any of you bitches, and she felt the way about it. So I could get it. Like, if I'm right there in your face and this is what you're saying, I'ma feel the way. So Caribbean chimes in and she's just like, I don't like the fact that everybody feel like they gotta fight to be in a house or not be eliminated or whatever. Like, that's not what this is supposed to be about, and I'm not about to let nobody force me to fight. Oh Lord. So here comes Tasmanian Devil again, child, to Kayla. She asked Barbie, hey, you've been a little quiet today. Is it good, ghetto Barbie? Is it good? Is everything all right? And she's just like, are we cool? Do you want any more issues? Whatever. Ghetto Barbie is like, girl, I told you last night I was not fighting you again and that I was cool, and then you threw some water on me. And she's like, okay, well, I'm just trying to see, are you good? And it's like, I hate these conversations when somebody keep asking over and over again, are you good? Clearly you not good. So if you not good, then just go ahead and fight again. Like, it don't make no sense to me. Like, Kayla's getting on my nerves with this. Like, just fight. Stop asking questions because you don't want to be good. So Ghetto Barbie is like, listen, I'm good as long as you don't get drunk tonight and start trying to cause me no problems. You can keep your wig on. You want to be cute. We don't got to have no issues. Just leave me alone and you can keep your wig on. And so that is basically that. So then Cartier is like, I have a question. And Ghetto Barbie is like, what's up? And she's like, do you have a problem with me? Ghetto Barbie like, yeah. And Cartier like, well, then get up. Now they get the fighting. So at the beginning of the fight, I'm thinking it's Cartier that's getting it, girl, because she knocking, right? She got Ghetto Barbie by one hand, hitting her with the other hand. But then the fight get to moving forward a little bit, and you can see that Ghetto Barbie doing the same thing. So they both holding with their left hand, hitting with their right hand. It's giving tie. Like, it's giving tie. So they continue to fight, and security come to break it up, and then they telling Cartier to let Barbie go, and she not letting go. So, and I was thinking this in my last video, but I didn't say it because Barbie was talking about how she noticed that there was a bunch of rocks around, the property that they were staying in or whatever. And she was like, ooh, but they left it at that. They didn't really do nothing. That was just like a little foreshadowing. Child. So I guess she decided, that she was going to use these rocks as weapons. Her and Cartier fighting, and her head is towards the ground because the girl won't let her hair go. And she pick up a rock and smash her in the fucking head with the rock, girl. So instantly you see JG stand up, child, because apparently her and Cartier are friends. So she get up and she like, not on my watch. You're not going to be hitting my bitch with a rock. She tie up her hair, get over there, get to going with Ghetto Barbie. Now, from the beginning of the fight, it looked like JG was taking that. Ghetto Barbie got her head slammed into the wall from what I could tell. But, the fight went off, child. The show is over. So we're not really going to get to see who win that fight until next week, child. But yeah, that whole rock thing, that's a no-go for me. Like, if Ghetto Barbie thought she was losing a fight, then, whatever. She should have just took her L. And I don't know, maybe she didn't think she was losing, because I personally didn't think she was losing. It was giving tied to me, but somebody was in the background talking about, Cartier, took that one, child, or whatever. So I don't know, but to me, it was giving tie. So the rock was just unnecessary. But either which way, y'all, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Okay. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to join the tea party so we can get back into this next week and see what's going on. Okay, y'all. Please, please, please subscribe, like the video. Keep up with my videos. Keep up what's going on. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.